The clown is dead. Ding dong, the clown is dead. Which old crown? The sad old crown. Oftentimes I used to imagine a man or woman carving their flesh with humor is a sign of the brightest shining star in the night sky. A person that can be relied upon in dark times, since they seem to easily fly in the sky with a little to no turbulence. The well-crafted strings of jokes made to get rid of any dark emotion from the mind and fill with the possibilities of wonderland. I got sucked into it. Each joke made me feel better. Every time I heard one, it created a layer on my skin. These layers will hide everything away, God, I thought at that time. Now I know what was really happening. Every single joke I heard was moving me away from my own skin. If you could melt away the layers, then I will see my true self weeping in sorrow. My real self is appalling and disgusting. To even think about seeing this creature alive sends shivers down my spine. That's the reason why I grabbed the tail of the humor to escape from myself. How the world saw me. People see sick little wild dogs breathing his last breath on the street. They feel bad and move on. Only a dog that does tricks will get the attention of people. Humor makes everything abnormal, so we as human beings clings to these sparks whenever we see it in a person. I think it's understandable. People laughed at a joke, they showered compliments that I was funny. Like being on a roller coaster ride, everything here was building to a peak. That's what people saw, my cart reaching to the peak. Then strange things begins to happen. The layers on my skin would fall off if I start to show emotions. Humor felt like the only way to keep these layers intact to my skin. I can never let these layers fall off. I don't want to confront the creature that hides inside of me. It felt as if the jokes or humor or comedy, whatever you call it, were holding my skin alive. Showtime to put on a show. Every laugh made the comedian push more jokes out, more and more, until the comedian becomes engrossed with his own humor and the world settles in. Doing the same thing on repeat to keep yourself sane and poor. Like a shoe repair man, fixing what feels like a million shoes, the feeling that's what they will be doing until their dying breath. The bed they made for themselves can never wake up from it. The only choice here is deep sleep, a slumber. Anybody can tell the comedian is hiding a lot from the audience, and you know it's always the tears. People can feel the pain of any human being walking on the earth. A slight glimpse of unhappiness catches millions of eyes. But always nobody does anything, they just let the ball roll itself. Pure unfiltered laughter at the expense of the comedian. Every joke gets laughter. The silence in between is seen as a build-up. To the very end, people expect to laugh. Even if the comedian drags the body of his newborn baby on the stage, people expect the comedian to do his job and make fun of his blood. If he has to. Everything is fair game here for laughter. You know what people are, how they are. They do share different faces, pretty to ugly, but the ideals stay the same. They are human beings, of course. They are going to sing the same old song. A comedian, that's what he is to the world, and sadly nothing else. A person that brings laughter and plenty of laughter, cracks jokes, makes fun of the world, and then disappears. People accept comedy, humor at the same pace as they throw out heavy emotions. Like those Matryoshka dolls. It gets to a point where I can't even open up the real feelings without getting bombarded with jokes that I've written for myself and others. The price I pay. I see a dead friends in my memories, and my mind only laughs as it fills the empty canvas with nothing but jokes. I can only picture them happy, which is good but unusual. It's betrayal in a way. I'm seeing them through my own perception rather than theirs. When they were breathing, they were never happy, so I made them happy in my head, not to get sad. Now the humor-filled head refused to bring the memories of the past as they were when they were alive, cold and depressed. I know the moments when they cried, yelled unfairness, abandoned God, family, and lastly themselves. These are some of the powerful emotions I saw in people at the moment of their life's end. I feel like my mind has become corrupted for worse. Constant humors have dried up any sign of emotion I felt for others. Now all the people who passed away in my life have become nothing but a caricature, a layer on my cold heart. Laughing at the darkest moments in my life was one of the ways I dealt with pain, but never knew the toll I would pay afterwards. All the memories are breathing inside of me, but every time I try to get close to it, just like those Matryoshka dolls, there's another box inside of it. Every time I tried to get close to it, I just ended up finding layers after layers of nothing but jokes, but the thing inside the box that matters. Because inside the box lies the beating heart of every soul that passed away. That's how the clown lost his colors.